Takes its time until you're blind.
on dumping, chart gonna break. If it keeps on dumping, chart gonna break. When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll. Don't it make you feel bad when you're watching every candle turn red? Don't it make you feel bad when every green candle becomes the dead? When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll. Mean old support level done broke, mama. Mean old support level done broke, mama. Left me going down, left me in the red. When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll.
Just need a little cowbell and a whole lot of Jesus. That's what gets me through the day.
Going down, watching every dollar drain away, mama. Going down, watching every hope of them fade.
How are you tonight?
When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll. When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey. The weirdest show on crypto YouTube.
Oh, last night sat on the chart and watched.
It's waiting on you, Sean.
Oh, last night sat on the chart and watched.
Here you go.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
A little good ass coffee in your cup. Our sponsors for this show. Pick up your good ass coffee wherever coffee is sold. Strip club seem to like it. From what we're told over here. Okay, so over here on Bitcoin, we're watching the welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I didn't say that. Let's come over and say hello to everybody hanging out with the turkey tonight. How we doing? Turkey lovers. Give me a cup of Joe, says Bullish on Parade. Good to see you, my man. Thank you for being here. I did go stream earlier today. I don't know, was it about 2, 3 o'clock or something like that? We did a little stream around there. I feel tired, man. I don't know what it is about 2 streams a day, but I feel tired. Number one in the chat was Rogue here. Thank you, Rogue, for being here. You get the clappy clap tonight. Right, Sean? These buttons are sticky. I see Dave P. doing the squirrel. Swirly Dave. How you doing, squirrel? How you doing, Dave? Good to see you, my man. Smash that like button. I appreciate it. That helps this little small channel grow a little bit at a time here. That's all we're trying to do is grow a little bit. What do we got going on over here? This is the... I don't even have my own channel up here right now. Oh, snap. That's us from earlier over here. What are we looking like? Our numbers over here on the Road Dog Crew. 2,203. It fluctuates over here. That's kind of interesting. And then our content over here. Mostly live streams that we've got. My little like percentage. Somebody doesn't like me, and they keep repeatedly saying that. Looks like 1 or 2 people over here. They like me enough to come here to put a thumbs down every night over here. If you don't like me, you don't have to watch. I'm not for everybody. I realize that, but I appreciate you being here and giving me a chance. We're just trying to be an honest crypto show over here. So far, we got 100% likes. Wow, you guys right there. I don't know who the real straggler is, but I don't know. It makes me wonder if maybe there was a trade set up that didn't play out or something like that, or a call that didn't play out. And that happens here. I mean, that happens everywhere, right? We're not fortune tellers. We're technical analysts, and we're different. Although, by golly, I'll break out that crystal ball in a heartbeat. We'll try it. I ain't against it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me turn the music down just a wee bit over here. Is this the same playlist that we had last night? I believe it is. I don't think I've changed it, right? You guys want to go with a little alt rock or something? You guys tell me. You go with some postmodern punk. Maybe do one of the albums. I haven't done Bull Runs a Fairy Tale in a while. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got the album playing in the background. And what album is he talking about? Well, if you go over to Road Dawg Crypto and add the word topic and do a search, you'll come up to this website, which I have no control over. But the album is right over here, the one we're listening to. Bull Run is a Fairy Tale, and there are 11 songs on this album over here. And we're going to preview them right now, and I'm going to hit that like button. Give it one more. Oh, now I got 4 likes. Yay. So, yeah. So we're listening to this right now, but it's available on streaming and everything else. 160 views for 11 minutes. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. And then also music released over here yesterday. 23 subscribers on Defcoin Records, other channel here. We're going to put a lot of the music that we hear in the background. That's enough of the spiel for me. Let's get over before we chase anybody else off. So I came here for crypto and he's talking about music. What the hell? All right. Let's get back on topic over here. First of all, let me come over and... oh man, did I get the right one, the wrong one? Let me get that up over here. We got some random stray chats. Oh man, I gotta plug it in again. That's the bad thing. All right, let me get the chat set up again. I gotta get the new code and plug it in over here. It's a pain in the butt compared to the other one. Just all right, is that right? Do we have it now? Are we good? Are you? Let's test it out. Good ass coffee is what you need. I agree. Give me a cup of Joe. Says Bullish on Parade. All right. I've got this alarm going off in my head and it's pissing me off to no extent. Damn it. Chili's, what are you doing? Gosh. Oh. Namaste. Namaste right here and try not to slap you across the face for ringing in my ears. Namaste right here and ask for forgiveness. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, Jesus. All right, so you just pissed me off. That's alarms do. What? I don't worry. This is CHZ. This is on the 4 hour. You're dropping. You're at 3.5. Are you in an area that I'm supposed to be concerned about? Did we nibble on you or something last night? I'm just asking. Sometimes I'm forgetful about what I nibble on. What? Did we? All right. I don't see any reason why we're over here looking at you. All right, let's come over to the Bitcoin, and that's the man of the hour. If Bitcoin's not happy, or your altcoins damn sure ain't happy. Bearish crossing 100 over the 200. We've been tracking that for a little bit, and we got a little lift in it, right? Was this today or yesterday? This was today. This morning we came up and hit a local 113 fib. We had a rejection here. It didn't quite take out our highs. And so technically that's a lower high, putting us on track. We could be making a lower low from this guy, right? That can happen. Or if we're lucky, find support somewhere through here. There's several areas we can look for. 75 could hold us if we find ourselves gaining some traction there. It could happen. Little sliver of green over here says, well, yeah, there's still some bullishness here. Maybe. It's on the 4 hour chart. So maybe we drop down a little bit, find a higher low. That'd be interesting. And then we got a chance to take these guys out for good. Come up here with 79.3. That could be happening. It could be. So if people shorting this market and getting all bearish, if that happens, then they're going to feel a little bit stupid. I think it's too early. I see some people getting really, really bearish right now. Maybe there's a good reason for it. Maybe this lower high was that's it, baby. We're just going to dump from here. But first, we got to come back and test the $73,800 area at around $74,000. See what happens down here for the lower. The still just a lower low than what we had here, but it's still a higher low from the double bottom we had over here. Maybe we're coming all the way down to here. Who knows? We're in a big channel that usually goes from top of the channel down somewhere toward the bottom of the channel, and then we just start the little ride all over again, unless it's going to bullishly roll over and crash on us. But you see how these moving averages are starting to crisscross over here? Makes me think that we can get a bounce here down in these lows somewhere, 73,000, 74,000, and then try to take out this little high we had over here. Maybe head on up to 85. Who knows what's in store over this? Gosh, that'd be getting into the summer. It would be the summer. What would suck? Let's go over what would suck is if we come down here and hang out here all gosh darn summer. Just hang down here, maybe dip below, and can't figure life out. That could happen too, right? That would suck. My that would suck scenarios usually have some merit, so. And I usually don't listen to them when I should, like right now, and say, yeah, so prepare for that. And then I find myself saying, oh man, yeah, you remember that suck scenario we talked about? Well, hey, I think we're doing it because it sucks right now. So don't get caught up in that crap. Let's see if we can get a little nice bump up here for Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be special as we just kind of retest this little horizontal area over here? I probably need to fill that little guy in. The horizontal support resistance traders are this is their little wheelhouse right here. Can we fill you in? Oh look, I can fill it in. Now you got a purple box. Been beat up too hard. You got to ease up on it. See if we can lean on it gently here. Can you bounce out of it? And I think she'd like you just to get the hell out of our purple box and get on your merry little way. But there's possible higher low that we're working on right now, and I want to take advantage of that angle. And no, we ain't got nothing there. I was hoping by chance that down here we might find some confluences in this here angle situation, but I don't believe that I do be seeing none, sir. Not just yet. That still tells us we could be coming down to 75,000. So I see the reason why we could be coming down. It's all over the chart, crossing the moving averages, saying, hey, man, that has an effect. My question is it going to be a higher low or a lower low? That I don't know yet. And but I know where to look. 75.3. King Hell, how we doing tonight? Bush on parade. So many cup and handles. Yay, cup and handles. To the upside. Maybe cup and handles continuation patterns. Was this the cup and handle? Price came in from the downside. Looks like it continued on down, don't it? Cup and handle. I think that's a very misunderstood pattern. My personal opinion, but then again, even Bukowski's kind of lightened up on his ideas on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at our indices real quick. We got 12 people hanging out. Hey, 12 people, you guys are awesome. I'm just saying. And if you got any coins you want me to take a look at, give my opinion on, or if you got just a setup you want to share, maybe you see something that's worth looking at. Hey, dog, I saw something on here. Look, and we just share with everybody. And I don't know, you can get a reputation of being that guy that shares the cool setups. Get your own channel, expand out, get your own Twitter account. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but I'm all for sharing over here. But anyway, right here in the chat, it worked, didn't it? Sean, did it work? Sean is my producer here. For those of you that don't know Sean, you guys ever seen Sean? I got a picture of Sean. He doesn't like to come out live very much, but he might. This is Sean right here. This is Sean. That is producer Sean right here. And also, this is my favorite one, Sean. Let's do that. This is my favorite one. This really nails you, I think, Sean. He's cussing me in the production booth right now. Yeah, that's our producer, Sean. Right there. All right, just in case you know, I'll give you the backstory for our channel here. All right, so we are in a zone to just carefully watch for Bitcoin, right? Could be coming at the bottom. Most of the time it does. Let's see what happens. But basically, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. This is cool for a retest, man. In my personal opinion, bouncing off of here around 73.8, 73.9. If you haven't heard me say so before, that gives us some impressive higher high targets over here. Where we are talking, I mean, some nice areas to come back to. So I'm just bearish short term. My concern really is like what's going on with altcoins over here, because they're losing some areas and now they're not as fun as they used to be, and they were trying to look fun. We're going to come over here to the 4-hour chart and take a look at you. See, now we're tapping this zone that we thought we got the hell away from. They even came back into it, and now we might be still flirting down here. God forbid us get back into it. But this trend line here is basically being tried and really tested right now. I'm going to tighten it up, and let's tighten it. I want to touch here. Give me a nice little touch against that wick, and then we got this wick here. Let's see how well we've done there. Come right up underneath there, touching these, that, and here, and we're trying it right now. Look, a shoulder, head and shoulder, whatever. Double top. Is it a top or is it like in between? I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, this looks like a top. That's at a top. This doesn't look like a top. Is it a double top? I see you got double resistance, and maybe we just kind of get lazy and say, well, that's a double top. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. You know, this TA is kind of like that telephone thing we used to play when we were kids, or at least the old folks used to. I'd hear the boomers talk about how they used to line us up and say something in one ear, and by the time it got over here, it had a totally different meaning or concept. I think I see that a lot in TA. It gets watered down, diluted from what the original people, the old rules were. And then you say, no, you're a stickler, a purist. I like traditional values. I'm just not going to say that. I'm going to say they got a good foundation behind them that seems to outplay over periods of 50s and hundreds of years over everybody that comes up. But I look at it this way. I see it this way. Let's try this. That's happened every year ever since the stock market, and the strongest ones just seem to kind of prevail. I find the best luck with them. Anyway, resistance right over here for our friend Total 3, putting us into the squeeze. Man, are you going to hold over here? You know what? Let's come back to Total 3 right now. I want to focus here on Bitcoin dominance. What's giving me some woody right now is seeing this get rejected off of this trend line and testing the shallow line. We're below that. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge for me. This might suck for Bitcoin a little bit, but this is good for altcoins. This is right here is good for altcoins and stablecoin, I guess. Could be good for stablecoin more than altcoins. Never thought I'd be competing with a stablecoin that really doesn't really increase in value that much, just fractions of a very small percent, or variation usually. It's usually not a good sign when they depeg, but we might be fighting against stablecoins as they gain a lot of traction over here. They could be taking up a lot of the market. It's a good thing. I mean, we need stablecoins, I guess. The government definitely does. All right, so we're breaking low this guy, and if we continue this trend, this is good for altcoins. I'm just saying, and we might be finding that little support, that little shoulder, head and shoulder might just be bouncing off its happy way and saying, was that a toppy pattern, or did you just kind of force something in here? I mean, it could be. It's at resistance, all right? You do have something going on here. That's a hard area to get past right here, right? You can see that, right? But we also got some support down here we could bounce back up from. I don't know if it's going to or not. We did breach that one time, and we got an option to have another trend line, but it's a weak-ass trend line right now. This is your strongest one. I want to see this hold. Give me a miracle. All right, so we talked about stable coins, and ironically, they're having a pretty good day today. And we're on the daily too, aren't we? Yeah, they are. They're still in this over-under position over here, meaning that we could be overall looking at a bear situation or a bear trap. We could come up underneath. This is still going to be resistance, and we may get a lower high. We could even get a higher high and just follow this sucker up there, and I hate it when it does that. At some point, we could just come over here and get a new trend line, but right now, we're going to see if we still get a bearish retest. We're hoping for a bearish retest out of this. This to come down is good. This to go up means that stable coin theory of, oh man, there's a lot of money coming into crypto, but it's not going in altcoin. It's going where? Stable coin? Really? Damn. But then it's going in altcoins, right? No. It's going in the tokenized stocks. Oh. Oh, and buying stuff? Really? No way. Paying your credit card bills with US stablecoin? With Tether? And USD? No. No. Surely that's not why altcoins are hurting. What? Crazy world we live in, but gosh darn it. Seems to be what it's going to be looking like over the next year or two. Hey, how we doing, everybody? Come on, maybe let's rock and roll. Bullish on Parade says Bitcoin 2 week looks like a back end of March 22, or it might be Geritol kicking in. Let's take a look, because I have no idea what he's talking about right now. I have to see it. I have no idea. Let's get a. Can we kill this chart? Is this chart kind of bigger double bottom? Okay, I guess we get that's a bigger chart. What's this one? Wait a minute. Let me find a chart that we can kill over here, because I like a fresh chart. Nah, I got crap going on there too. What about you? You look like a loser. We got you. Okay, what about you? Surely. Yeah, hey, here, we found one. All right, so I'm going, what was it, 2 week? Yeah, we got the 2 week over here. You said March of 2022. 2022. I passed it up, man. Oh, wait, what? March? That's 23. July, June, May. Oh my God, that's up here. Oh yeah, that area right there, right. We'll throw a little vertical. Some people are thinking that. They've been thinking that for a minute. That's not improbable. Now the differences are, I mean, we can see the moving averages. We've already got below the 50. Look at that though, that 21 crossing over here. That's not the greatest sign to look for, people. That's not the greatest sign. So yeah, when one of these charts, we actually got this fractal pulled out over here. So I have seen some other people looking at this idea too, or variations of it, right? Oh, hell, that ain't it. Look at you, though. What are you saying? We're at the point of control right here at 66,000. And, oh my God, 43,000. I've heard some people calling for 48 and 38. That wasn't what I was trying to go for, people over here on the 2 week chart. And I was trying to get this little guy. Where are you, little fractal bars pattern? That's what I'm looking for. So there's an idea that we might be doing something very similar to this. Even this has got some more upside to test that 21 and 50 moving average here, about 89,000. Let's see if we can tighten this little sucker up here. There. Well, look at you, just depending on how you want to squeeze it together and put it all together. It's a little subjective, right? But that's an idea. Now, some areas that I am looking at Of course, this trend line right here. Oh, wow, looky there.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, that fits right perfectly into where we are. Oh my gosh, if it does, if this, that little area here comes in with that area, I think that's what a lot of people are noticing too. I'm going to tighten her up just a little bit. That would suck. Now, what would cause that to happen? To go through May, sell in May, walk away, go into, July, August. That looks like sucky suck. We've been down in the low 50s. Oh my no, September, October, the bottom of the bear market. Oh, hell no, we lost it. Oh my, we kept going. Christmas rally. Nope, no Christmas rally for you. No Christmas rally for you. Nothing until we get down to May of 2027, about, I think, when the next halving comes into play. Seems like our halving came in over here this time. Spit us up a little. That's a scenario. I mean, there's one of many. Will it happen that way? They usually do not go with those fractals. They can get a lot of steam, but usually the fractals do not play out. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. But oh man, it tells a good story. Oh my gosh, it does, because that is perfect. I can't imagine Bitcoin getting back to $28,000. I really can't. But you know, a lot of people couldn't fathom Bitcoin getting back to 15,000, but yet it did. So if something like this were to happen, I think it would have to be another situation where some things start unwinding, and that would not be pretty. MicroStrategies. That would be a big one. Satoshi's wallet moves like 100 Bitcoin to Binance. That might cause that to happen really quick. Anything happen on Satoshi's wallet, that would be a good one. Nobody really talks about that. Everybody just confident he's dead or something. What if it's some shadow government or some deep state government that invented it, and they're cleverly just waiting till the whole world piles into Bitcoin, and then at the very end they go, ha 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 ha, and they got all the control. But in the meantime, they play it so cleverly in their little manipulations of our world, ushering in this beast system. I don't know, these are some thoughts that happen to me. Usually when I'm stoned out of my gourd, I haven't drank anything in a long time, but I would think if I were drinking, I would, oh no, look at that item. Man, you do line up good. I gotta say, that's something to look at right there, man. I mean, I've looked at this before, but I don't think I've ever took the whole move and just kind of plotted it out like I have here. 618 Fibonacci is the area that is still on the table, in my personal opinion. That's still right around $58,000. And also your 200 weekly moving average, which is more where our 100 moving average would be over here, coming in. Right now, we're at 61,000. We go to the weekly, it is coming in at also 61,000 right there. So that's an interesting idea. And it could be, and I think that might be why some people are kind of scared. But here's something that didn't happen the last time. Here's something that has not happened in the contrarian view here. Look at your 9 moving average. Now we did get above it, right? Right when the 21 was crossing, and this is on the weekly. We were getting crossing over the 50, right? And we got rejected off the 50, and thought it rolling our little sweet ass over, right? And the 9 moving average never crossed bullishly over anything. Look what's going on right now, though. Right now, it is not confirmed. It hasn't done it yet, but we're about to find out if it can or not. If we can bounce off this area, about 75,000, somewhere-ish, we can go below it. As you can see, we can bounce off that moving average and go below it. But that bullish cross, if that crosses, this time will be different. If it doesn't cross, then we might get the same damn thing as last time, where this little fractal may become true. I don't know which universe that we're going to split off into, but I kind of hope that we go for the more bullish one. this time because, I mean, I know Bitcoin's expensive and maybe you could make a play cheaper at 28, but gosh, the pain you have to go through to get there and everybody giving up on it, giving up hope on crypto, and oh man, they legalized it, now nobody likes it. Or whatever the narrative will be. But that's a hopeful one, and we've been below the 50 over here, right? There's no threat. We saw that on the 2 week, that same threat trying to happen. And they could, but we aren't above the 9 moving average over here right now, right? Did we get it back the last time? Did we get above the 9? Not totally. It's not confirmed. Not a confirmed candle above it. Have we got a confirmed candle above the 9 yet? Actually, yeah, we do. We got 2 confirmed candles above the 9. So it's a little bit more bullish, but then again, what does that mean? Now, one thing that I do like so far, when it comes to trend lines and things, I've talked about this before, and I like doing this on the bigger time frames. We didn't come down to really break this trend line or test this trend line, and it may be a deviation as part of our bigger curve. And this kind of leans into the people that think that the bottom is in. They appreciate this, but look at the angle with the candle bodies over here, even on the 2 week. Let's go down to the weekly, see what the angles. So how these candle bodies close right up above it. Yeah, they're falling right in line with that too. So that would be the other theory, is that we're on some big ass Elliott wave cracker thing. This is our correction. Our C wave correction is in, and now we're ready to start the fun crap and basically just take a big ass measured move, or even more, to the upside, about $178,000. How does that sound, Jimmy? We can get all the crackhead fantasies out over here, but this is our trajectory, right? When we zoom out, when you start looking at all this stuff, right? Top over here, the top over here, the top over here. Looks like we got something. And of course, there's also, you don't want to forget about the bottom side of that idea. So we technically got this whole big ass range where everybody can be happy, and Bitcoin could crash out at 25,000, makes all the bears happy. We get this big old funnel and then a big old boost up, and we try to come back to the tops again to 170. I don't know, man. That would be a hell of a ride, I can say that. But crackhead Elliott seems to think that we've got our 5-wave structure in. We did our 5 in the orange. We did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC correction. Came down here, meaning you are now here. That's what that's what this blue wave is saying right now, right? Yeah, this is us now, according to this. What crackhead Elliott's saying. And then that means, oh man, we get to go up again, even higher. I mean, look, the measure move I took was just the length of this, right? Nothing special, and I just put it down here. Look how much that we did. We actually went to double from up there. What if we do something like crazy like that? We get a full one on the one to double up move. Yeah, 238,000. Sounds crazy. Now, 21 people. Seriously? But my gosh, we would have to break out of this channel first. Maybe as a maturing asset, we just keep traveling on in a channel, and we can look at that. You know, as we get into 2030, when Klaus Schwab tries to let us own nothing and be happy. You know that ain't went nowhere, right? That's coming back, right? They just put it on the back burner for about 4 years. Soon as Trump's gone, are you gonna own nothing and be happy again? I'm just saying. Unless we get somebody else in there that, good God. I kind of like having business people in there a bit more than I do politicians. You never know what the hell is going on under the table with the politicians. Oh no, the businessmen. You don't know that either, but at least it's more than likely good for the economy in some form or fashion. Here we are on the weekly for Bitcoin, getting that red dot and saying we want to come down on the weekly. That's not what we wanted to hear. Luckily, we still got money flowing the green for right now, and maybe that'll cushion some of this fall. Maybe we'll get lucky and it won't be just a big total drop over here. I would hope so. Man, that would sucky. Or is that going to be the trigger wave for here to send us just plummeting down to the downside? Oh my, this is getting hairy over here, man. That's scary. Hairy, scary. That kind of that really does make Elliott look like he's on like he's on crack. But keep watching for this 9 in that 21. If there's an actual cross there, that's a bullish push up. And we'll have several weeks to let that kick in and try to keep us at least in this area, right? We can get a better idea. There is always that chance to be coming back for a double bottom situation, especially we did a bottom over here, right? How many times have you seen this on the charts? We're talking about it earlier on the daytime stream. I called them pig tits or something. Teats. They're like teats. You can get a section here. You come up a little bit, and then look, you do another double bottom, another set of hangers over here, and you make just a bigger ass double bottom. That goes perfectly going through summer, July, and starting to come into October, if we think that October and November might be a little bit bullish toward the end of our said cycle. So looking for scenarios. Yeah, we can all speculate and come up with a lot of them. What holds to be true is, let's go over here to our Christmas tree candles. This little area right here, let's mark it. Let's take this line off. See these two candles and candle bodies right there? Yeah, that's pretty gosh darn strong support or resistance if we break below it. So we do not want to break below it whatsoever, but we're going to mark that, and let's put some text in there. Weekly what? Weekly. That was a weekly support. I guess I need to make that somewhere where I can see it, right? All right, so we got that. Oh my gosh, Christmas tree candles. I just don't use them. 200, what is this, 8 hour? This chart needs to be erased, but I just now added that thing, so that sucks. I don't need these guys anymore. They're old news. It's already done all that. I remember there were times we were saying, look, this level here, we got to come and take out this level. And we did. Or whatever other level, I don't know. Over time, these things do what they do. Clean up chart, clean up on aisle 7. Elliott, you're the one cluttering everything. Look, you even think that you think we're on a fifth wave? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have looked at it that way, but hey, man, you're the guy with Elliott Wave in his name, so I trust you know what you're doing. ABC, and this could be even lower, right? We could be coming down, or maybe we bounce here, but Elliott thinks that we got our correction almost about over with, or could be counted as such as far as Elliott Wave subjective theory goes, and it can be very subjective. All right, Elliott, go back to the lunch counter over there, the break room there. Go hang out with and we got Jenny out here. Go hang out with Elvis over there. This is an old ass chart. We probably need to revamp you just a little bit over here. For an 8 hour chart, yeah, I'm just still a big fan of trend lines. Just can't stop being a big fan of trend lines. They talk to me the most and try to tell me the most ideas, especially on bigger ass time frames. I'm going to go with you right here, darling. All right, 200 moving average coming in at weekly support. Go figure. This is on 12 hour. That just happens to be where we are. But I find that very interesting that the both of those, we got a little conflict right there. Retested the double bottom area. Weekly support right there at 72.8, right around 73,000. Yeah, I could see us probably ending up there, even though Elliott doesn't think we'll make it down that far. We'll see what happens. 20 people hanging out with the turkey. Thank you for being here. Do you guys have enough good ass coffee in your life?
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
Good ass coffee.
As coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up.
Good ass
coffee in your cup. Sip it smooth, feel the rush. Oh, darling, nothing else can hush the blues that brew till the sun pops up.
Good Ass Coffee. It's the boldest, best coffee you'll ever have. Get your Good Ass Coffee today.
And we are back. Digital X Native says, Aptos. Take a look at Aptos here. Did I write something down? Was that tonight? I think that was from today. Aptos. We'll put Aptos on the list here. Haven says, Sean kind of looks like the altered ego of my older lesbian cousin, but who knows? I need new glasses. You know, I've heard Sean compared to... He looks like my old gym teacher from elementary school, now that you mention it. I really... Whoa! What happened? That's not what I was looking for there. Now that you mention it, what you do look like Miss Pardue, or Mr. or what? It was Miss Pardue, but we never really thought of her as being I always thought of her as being a Mister. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. Wow, Sean. Well, clearly he likes boobies. All right. Let's come back over to the chat. What are you guys chatting about over here? Haven. Lamo Bow. Ted, where would a turkey buy back in? Or, is that Tectum? Was that it? Oh, man, nobody's talked about Tectum in a long time, but that's that. That was a hot one. Everybody's chasing it, loved it. That was the garbage one. I want to run up my big old bag of Tectum. And then, like, so many, this happens. Eventually you say, yay, another new freaking coin. Hey. Something gets all the attention and then it doesn't get as much attention anymore. It just happens all the damn time. Go take a look at it. Yeah, see, I forgot about that one. I did too. I hope it's got some comeback to it. And they can, but that's why when you see the run, you don't think, oh, it'll just get a little pullback, then it'll pick up speed and just keep on going. That even got me in 2024 on some things. So it's a hard one to get past. I'm just saying, with your altcoin bag, especially if you're playing it for the longer term. You can be sitting in the wallet and you're like, nah, I won't sell all of that one. I think it's still got more I think it can still go up. And then you're like, oh, hell, that was it. 2 years later, you're still saying, damn, the bear market's getting ready to come and you still ain't done crap but false. Like INJ hit $44 and then that was it. Not even in March of 2024 or anything. Even after that or before, it's gone. Could you check? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Can you check Drift for me? Sure can. Take a look at Drift. See, I like it when you guys, you look at coins I don't normally look at, and it gives me, I get to see a chart I don't normally look at, and I like that. It gives me ideas. What is this? You're talking about lesbians? My lesbian cousin's sexy. If you're a female, I guess that can work out good. Otherwise, you're just kind of, it'll continue to be a fantasy, I guess. Road Dog sponsored by some good ass coffee. I don't live by the woods, but training myself on what to look for. I saw a tick once. Almost bit my nephew. When you saw a tick, you almost bit your nephew? That doesn't sound very justified. I can't judge. I wasn't there. I don't know what's going on, but that's no reason to bite your nephew, man. I mean, anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. No judging. I mean, like I said, I don't know, but yeah. WEF says Z-Bugs. Z-Bugs. Now we got ticks this year in the news. Them bastards. 2030 agenda is in effect. Anyway, turkey time and jams. AKA Watchman, thank you so much. Ticks no bueno. I've been seeing a lot more things about ticks lately. Got us all scared about that. Lyme disease has an interesting theory behind it. Originating here in the U.S., from what I understand. Yeah. Maybe they need to quit playing with things that kill people and letting it get away from. Jeez. Sometimes science sucks. I guess the military behind the science. I'm bearish because I don't have a bunch of extra money to buy crypto right now, but as soon as I get even $1 in my hand, I'm running to the gosh darn crypto store, says Haven. All right. Hey man. I know. I mean, you can only stay in altcoins for so long and watch them, go down. You're like, well, dang, man. How much drawdown can we go? If we didn't do our best at taking profit, and I'll be the first one to admit I did not. And I thought I had the plan. Altcoins did not do good at all this last cycle. This might as well not even been there. After spring of 2024, altcoins they're gone. Dead. So taking a look at Jupiter. We got Rouge. Or Rogue. I keep saying Rouge. It's Rogue. Sorry, I'm taking all the thunder out of your name. It's a badass name and I keep messing it up. My bad. I keep wanting to call you Soul. And then when it comes out Rouge, I don't know. Well, I'm going to be mainly in Solana, so I'm okay if they take over Bitcoin during the Armageddon place. Solana, I actually purchased a little bit or set up a reoccurring play over in my iTrust account. The DCA into some Solana like every week right now. Not much. But I'm doing that with Bitcoin also over there too. But yeah, Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin are the strongest contenders right now. Knock on wood that won't change. Ethereum's already had some plans out for it. Solana, I think they're going to work in, and I'm sure it'll gain some traction. It's proven itself now. But it'll have to get past its. Well, Ethereum had that too, but Binance Coin, they're even up in the grabs there, from what I understand, because they got so much going on DeFi that the big boys kind of like that. But they got a lot of rug pull kind of crap to scam coin stuff that they got to shake off over there. Solana's got a little bit of that narrative too. Exploits, this and that. Things happen. Happy Taco Tuesday, y'all. Sorry, no turkey except for crypto. Turkey tacos. That's an abomination. Check gold and oil, please, Road Dog, on the weekly and monthly. Gold and oil. Weekly and monthly. A politician. Bad Doggy's in the house. How we doing, Bad Doggy? Good to see you, my man. And PMO's here. You made it. No, you didn't. Defcoin Records. If you want to hear some of this music, you can probably find it over there. So I gradually release it over there. And just depending on how well it does over there, it depends on what I'm going to assemble into an album form or release on the streaming platforms. It helps me be a little bit more selective and gives you guys an insight before it happens. I don't know. See how it goes over there. Check out Crypto Music TV. Also that when that channel needs some help. I got to tell you. So this is Defcoin Records over here. This is Crypto Music TV, where there's actually a show over here. This has got 3 episodes. And I've taken a little break until I see some more views. I've only got 25 views over here. I feel like it might have missed its window to get traction. But Miss Jenny, there's a video contest over there, and right now you got Ave Medina, who's in the chat. His video is up to probably go into the Hall of Fame, but can we get the Hall of Fame episode? Well, would anybody watch it? That's the question. Would anybody watch it? So I've not been motivated to make any more music videos because, well, you know. And sometimes they do good. It's just that I don't know what I'm not doing right to get this stuff out there, you know. You'll see some channels like this one's been going for 3 months and they already got 170,000 views on this AI music thing. And I'm like, okay, how the hell? I've not been that fortunate yet. Oh no, this song's going to make me cry. What is this song? What is this song? Are we? Grab your lighters, everybody. We're going to have an emotional moment here. A little song, A Whisper in the Dark. I don't know what this version is.
Crypto's gnawing at me, one trade at a time. Dreamed of a better day, thought this was the climb. And things looked up, my perfect thought alive. Prices talking fast, I felt the
We're going to bring out
charts were screaming, voices inside my skull whisper, get out now, but I chased
we're going to turn down the lights over here.
Each was glowing, hope beating thick in the air. I ignored the signs, jumped in without care.
All right. Is this the Goo Goo Doll version? What the hell is this?
I keep telling myself,
No, it's not Goo Goo. 72A looks interesting.
but the music stops on a downbeat note. I don't know what to do.
Coffee, no sugar, no creamer.
Just stay. Why can't I hear it when the warning
Was it good? I may have to try to watch that tonight. No Mandalorian. I like the Mandalorian. Was it not good? Oh, I took it that they are the same. Rogue So. Oh, that's catchy. A Rogue So. Jenny got a tan? I forget not to look at. I get stuck looking sometimes. What was the question? What were we looking? Oh, a tan. Oh, there's a camera. Hey. Oh shit, we're live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Jacko Ballbuster, what? Jacko Ballbuster Litz. Wait, I'm sorry. My Japanese is a little rusty. Jacko Ballbuster Litz 8102. Take a look at Hyperliquid. Yeah, we sure will. Sorry, I didn't mean to butcher your name. We'll take a look at Hyper. Chris 9 Dreams Z86. I believe SpaceX USDT can hit up $20,000 by the end of this year. I'm just saying. That's a ballsy thing. We looked at that earlier in the other stream. SpaceX tokenize. Might take a look at this. This is SpaceX. All right. Rogue says when the sun is in the atmosphere, most people can get a tan in the summer. That does happen from time to. Look at me. All right. It was an oven. It was I said it was a tanning bed, but clearly all the accessories around me said something, and the stuffing that they put up my rear end said a little different. But okay, but you can see the outcome. I'm just saying, I'm like the orange man. She looks extra shiny. Oh, hey, I went through DEF CON Records and I liked a bunch of songs that's supposed to be in it. Thank you very much. You get the clappy clap. And I got to turn the music down. It's too high. This is not my favorite version of this song, but I've got a lot of different mixes on here. That's what that channel also helps me to sort out between the mixes. I haven't put any doubles over there yet, but I might. Thank you so much, PMO. I appreciate that. Sean? What's wrong with the hand clappies? Sean! Damn it, Sean. I don't understand why. Jeez. Thank you, Sean. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I got a list of altcoins and some other things to take a look at, including gold and oil, the weekly and monthly, SpaceX in there. I got Aptos, Tectum, I believe, Drift, Jupiter, Hype, SpaceX. Let's get on with the show here and take a look at these altcoins. We did see where altcoin, I want to take a look at Total 3 one more time over here. We still flirting with it. This is the 4 hour. How you doing on the spot? Ooh, you trying to catch some traction over here? It is trying to catch something over here, right? Man, that would be great if it would actually respect this trend line. It looked hopeful here the other day, right? And we got something out of it, but she decided lower high, lower low. We could still do something like that. That would suck. But in the meantime, altcoins look like they're trying to go up a little bit. That's a nice triple bottom style pattern right there. I would dare... Well, anyway, they're all about the same, for real, for real. Could give us a nice move up for another $5 or $6 billion in altcoins, which would make us feel a little bit better about our life and decisions right now. So let's go take a look at some of these altcoins and see if there might be a good entry. Aptos, taking a look at you over here on, I guess, Binance maybe? Perps. This is 12 hours. Interesting things going on there. I'm more, well, since we're out here. This is a better version of that song, don't you think, than the first one? You're listening to one of my slush playlist over here where I'm trying to sort through and figure out which version that which mix I want to go with. So on the low, we're still in a gosh darn interesting place to look at. Aptos, you're under $1 for real? You were down to about 78 cents and you're at $1 now. That was a nice move up. Went up to almost $1.25. $1.50 looks really interesting for another area to work our way up to.
Why can't I trust when my heart says adjust? I keep telling myself this time.
Look at the most important fibs here. Build a strategy on that. Because the 236, it nails the most interesting places to build a bag and get paid while you're building it. So you got a range underneath $4. You got a 4x range over here, a 400x range to work with here on Aptos. Are you kidding me? Or 300%, whatever it is. From here to up to here, 338% could be is the major accumulation area. And then when we finally break out of it over here at 450, 460. And you can sell all the big bag you worked over here. I mean, imagine what even just $100 could do over here. What, you get 100 of these things? Do you think if you sold 50 of them at 228 at this target that, well, you got your $100 back and then some? What if it come back down here to, I don't know, $1.20? Shoot. Well, you're buying another 100 of them? So now you got 150 of them. We come up a little higher to 330 or something crazy like that. Retest these guys. You got 150 of them. Maybe you sell 75. Maybe you sell 100. I don't know. You got 150 of them. Damn. Say we sell 100 of them. I got $325 or something to work with. Well, shoot. We come back down to this area about $1.50, $1.60. I got 300 and something dollars. I can almost buy 200 of them. Oh my God. I'm building a freaking bag with $100, which is now worth a lot more than $100 even down here, right? I'm saying. Yeah, you get the opportunities, and you gotta work it as best as you can, but you can do that through here. What if it went all the way up here to $4? It came all the way back down. I know it would suck if you're not doing this strategy. But I don't know. You sell it. What if you sold 100 of them at $4.20? Oh my God! No, say it's not true. Would you do that? Would you sell it at $4.20? I would. And come back down to $1. Oh my gosh! 400? You could get 400? That would be crazy AF, and you'd have to master and just have it. But it's within the realm of possibilities, right? You've got a nice zone to work with where you can take a little bit and accumulate over time. And it takes time and patience to do it. It does. But this is why it pays so well when we finally break out of these zones. Let's say you turn 100 coins into 400. That would be ballsy. Sweet spot. And then you sell 200 of those over here at almost $10 a piece. $100. Yeah. Good. Crazy talk. This is called position trading. And the best thing about buying on the bottoms is that you don't need as much money as you do if you want to wait for confirmations. We'll wait till it gets to $6 and then we'll jump in. And you're buying, yeah, okay. Do you? But the position traders know the market, right? Distribution, mark down, accumulation, mark up, which looks like this, and this, and then boom! Oh, hell, we got payday! Woo! Yes! 20 people hanging out with the turkey. Thank you for being here. Let me try to get off of this. We got our target set over here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go into a big lecture. I'm supposed to just be screening through. I'm not supposed to be trying to I'm not even trying to stress teaching unless I get asked something. Trying not to get over into those modes because apparently it sucks here on YouTube. And people, I like screening coins. I'm cool with that. That's what I used to watch people for anyway back in the day. After you do get a grasp of TA, sometimes you'll pick up something from somebody else, but usually, if nothing else, they got some screening value and say, oh, I see something on that chart. Oh, you're looking at that? I didn't look at that. Oh, that's a good chart, though. Oh, you don't see the flag to the upside? Oh, well. Some people only see a flag to the upside. This is at a nice level of support, higher lows over here, right? Aptos, you're looking good down here. You're trying to cross the ribbon flip on the 4 hour. I see some good things up ahead for your future. You're looking for smaller things. We just come over here, pull our fibs from high to low. Let's kind of notice at this area over here for where our major resistance area is, right where we would expect it to be. Right in there in this little zone. It just happens to be right smack dab in the middle. 618 is a great little target. That's coming in about $1.50, $1.55. It's pretty much already almost hit the guy at 127. I mean, that's another good target too, but I would expect it probably to break on through that one if it's going to try to, do something bullish. And it's about time for in this ribbon that it would do something bullish. This is one I think if we should put on our radar. I mean, need to make a note to build up a little spot margin play on this one or something. So interesting one. This one, I remember getting up to $20 or something like that before, right? There's a big scare when it was raising up to $4 from something about token unlocks and whatever. And that's when I got out of a lot of mine and took my profits that I made from buying it a lot cheaper. And then that little sucker started running the hell up. It didn't stop. I was like, sucks. Be grateful for it. And I was. I had a nice return on it. But it did 4 times that nice return after it. I was like, that could have been the move. Oh, gosh darn it. There went my Corvette. Could have been my Corvette. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Always sounds better in hindsight, doesn't it? I could see a story that would take us up to that higher high. Looking for that Higher high. 272 Fibonacci. Boom. Can we get up to about 130? From 107 to make about a 30% move. That's pretty sweet. I like it. I like you, Aptos. You're on the 4 hour. You're looking kind of juicy. I'm going to share this one into the Oak group. I don't have my little bot running up. I'm just going to put a blank chart and just say, hey, man. Swing trade, baby. That's 132. A 140. 155. And it goes right down here, 107. But we had a juicy little buy area right there. But we don't know the percentage. Well, is that tool going to work or not? Getting back up to the top of the channel is about 30 something, 35% on the spot. Main target I'd be looking for, higher high territory. Me come over to our Telegram group because why not? It's where all the cool kids hang out. Come over to our Vanity wall. Anybody post anything over there? I say, says, we up, how's everybody doing? Just joined last. Hey, welcome there. This may be, and Ryzen says DI. And hey, got some new members over here. Thank you for hanging out. And there, we'll turn the bots back on. There'll be a lot more things that are kind of posted over here, news and all this other stuff, and signals and things like that. And even you guys don't know this, but there is a AI chart bot mentor over here that I don't think. And I'm continuing tweaking it, but it does pretty gosh darn good. You put a chart in, it'll analyze your chart for you. It'll give you feedback. If you got a question, it'll kind of help you out. But it's trained on a lot of the stuff that we go over here. But that's for anybody who wants to try to use it. It's not running right now, though. Anyway, I was trying to come over to... I had to reset my computer. Come over here, and I want to paste it over here. What is this, Aptos? 4 hour? I'm just going to label it as a swing trade idea. 20 people hanging out. Boom, and there we go. It doesn't have all the pretty stuff on it like my bot would when it runs. I just give them a chart and it'll make it look all nice and pretty with all the details and everything. All right, looked at Aptos. Let's take a look at Tectum, I believe, right? Tectum. How about MXC? Take a look at this. 50 cent. Spiked up to around 97. That's pretty. Oh, look! Came to our target area. 2 fib. Well, that's normal. We're getting a pullback. This is a great price. Are you in a? Let's zoom out. What happened over? What else has happened over here, Tectum? Yeah, you did a big drop there, didn't you? Wow. Tectum. Yeah, this was Tectum's story. Remember Tectum? It started out over here very low, came back down to about $3 and something, spiked up to 46, dropped to 24, stumbled around and everything, but still went back up to around $40 before it just dumped to 5, lost everything there. It was fun to play, and a lot of people this is when everybody wants to play it. Right over here, when we start getting up here, this is what I like it now. Oh yeah, I'm going to build me a bag. Yeah. But right now is the area that if you believe in it, this is where you need to be building that bag, right? If it's going to do some kind of half-ass repeat. I don't know what the tokenomics look like on it. I forgot. But clearly when we looked at it back in, what is this, January? December? I don't know when we looked at it. These lines go back to December, it looks like. Let's just take everything off over here. Reevaluate you from the highs to the lows. Nice possible double bottom. Might be getting a little retest that area about 38, 37 cents over the next couple of weeks. It could be happening. It's below its 236 Fibonacci area, this little zone of accumulation. Now you can say, oh man, bummer, dude, that sucks. This kind of sucks. Or you could say, oh man, this gives me a chance to build up a bigger bag and play this son of a gun. So see, if you've been doing that strategy, if you've been in this one and doing a long-term play on it, since you've had all year, since February, we've been down here, nobody cares about it, 24 cents. Hell, we didn't even know it was still alive. I haven't thought about this one since before all this crap. It's been a minute. Been a minute. But imagine that $100 worth of this. You made 4x gains. Yep. Now you got $200 or $400 worth, depending on whatever you did. And I don't know, even putting another $200 in down here of that. Build a bag through here. That's what this is for. Or just an idea. Some of you guys, no, I just want to trade it on perpetual futures. Short term, I'm a scalper. I'm like, that's cool. Scalping's a hard life, I think. You can do it when you can have time to do it, but people that try to do the scalping every day, I mean, my God. Not for me. Not for me. That's just. All right, so we might be coming down here, down to these areas. We're breaking back in here, but look at the nice little juicy areas that we can be working our little happy asses back up to. And I'm still going to put this $1.28 target right there. So for the bigger plays, we're looking mostly at these guys right here. These take out these guys. You've already got you got to take out this guy. You got to take out this guy, and maybe go even a little bit higher there. We're looking for the higher low and then the higher high. So if we can buy on the next higher low. Well, dang, Road Dog, you going to tell us where that's going to be? I mean, we can. This is a great little place to catch some traction, and maybe it will. I don't know if it'll hold it, but maybe it will. But I'd honestly be looking again down here about 37, 38 cents. That's just what everything points to. It may take it a couple of weeks to get down here. This is on the daily time frame. And maybe we bounce up here, might make a higher low. You never know. And then back here, we don't know, right? But that's one of the situations. Nice little M pattern. Looks like we almost met the measure move from some of that. Full front of the measure move, maybe down further. Check you out on the 4 hour. Ooh, roll over here. Yeah, maybe we'll see this a little bit sooner than not. That would be cool. Nice parabolic move. Come down and sideways. Bottoming area. And then hopefully try to work on doing it again after accumulation, right? So Tectum, I think it still looks like it's still got some downward pressure even here on the 4 hour. See what the indicators are saying. 4 hour. Kind of buried down there. Let's go to one daily over here. You can press down a little bit more too. A lot of it's already been pressed down, so that's cool. A lot of that sell pressure has come down. Let's see what happens through here, but ultimately around 38. It may not happen right now, though. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. You're not helpful! All I can tell you, man, is you had a hopeful trend line trying to happen over. You had plenty of them. Lost this one. This one started doing some funky stuff, and you lost that one, too. If you want to take a measure move, that's also down here, but even lower. But I don't think we're going to go down there, but I like this area here. So we want to watch this, see if it does any kind of traction here, reclaims this area, tries to do a double bottom or something like that. That's bullish. But ultimately here. All right, take a look at Drift. Hey, look at Drift. Over here on buy. Ooh, look at you. What's that one? You're almost a nickel. That would buy a sody pop in some old movies that I've seen. They were in the black and white days. That's a messed up fib if I've ever seen one. Are you on log? Do not be on log. That gap makes me think that you're on log. Alright. That's a big gap between 4 cents and 69 cents as the coulda, woulda, shoulda zone of regret and recovery. I'm not sure that did something change? You're not on log, right? I gotta check and make sure. It shouldn't be on here. It should be here. Ah, no I don't even want automatic. I don't want. That's what. Oh my God! No, I wasn't on log. That's what log. That's even worse. Okay. All right. That's a big gap. So that's not realistic, even though that was just last year. Oh my God! Drift went crazy. Went up to $2.84. Gave it up. I remember this one. I played it a few times. You're hoping for a double bottom. It made a lower high over here. All right, let's see what we got. I mean, you can't go into the negative. I mean, you can, but then I'll laugh at you and hate you from there. All right. What happened with drift? What would make it drop so much? I mean, did it have bad news? We can hope that we got a bottom in, and it's got such a drift between prices. That's a good area to be looking for, 25 cents. But man, how long would it take it to get up there, I wonder? Did they have I mean, what happened? Let's go take a look. We want to come over and take a look at, first I want to take a look at Tectum. Because I mentioned it and then I forgot to do it, so I want to just take a look at the tokenomics. This is interesting. Look at that. 10. Oh, now, you definitely make me want to. I would have to dive back into this one. Tokenomics, you got me one over. $5 million market cap, basically. You got 10 million coins. Circulating supply is almost all of them. And it's 50 cents. You got Tectum? You got it on spot? Do I have any money on spot? I'm just asking. You don't? You don't have Tectum? Low fan, come on. Where can you find Tectum now? Oh God, no, not weeks. Not this janky ass exchange. Okay, we'll see if you got it. It takes it. I don't know why I have problem with weeks. I see other people that seem to be just fine and don't have to go through all this crap. But apparently I've got to go through some crap, and you're not even telling me, man. All right, you suck, and I'm about done with you. I'm about done trading you on the show. I'm just saying. You don't have it? I'm not even looking over. I'm looking at all. Markets. Spot. All right, screw you, weeks. I'm about done with weeks on this show. Matter of fact, I'm just done with weeks on the show. Well, I have to get another exchange over. That's the main 25 cents for real, and 39. I want to take a little play on this little guy. I like the tokenomics. I don't know what happened to it. I want to do a little bit more dive back into it, maybe outside of the show here. There may have been an exploit. I don't know. Something like that could have happened. They can still make a little bit of a comeback, but that does hurt things if it did. I don't know anything about it. Tectum, maybe we can come over here and ask this little guy, this little AI guy. What are the pros and cons? Any past bad news that we should know about? In other words, what I'm trying to get at. Based on available information, Tectum presents a polarized picture. It's marketed itself as a high-performance blockchain solution, but has been heavily flagged by independent reviewers as a potential Ponzi scheme and multi-level marketing operation. Oh, multi-level marketing. But you got such good tokenomics. I would expect that from one with billions of tokens. The alleged pros marketing claims. Proponents of the project's own documentation highlight the following features. Extreme speed. Tectum claims to be the world's fastest blockchain. Oh, I forgot. It did claim that, didn't it? Capable of processing over 1 million transactions per second using its proof of utility hash algorithm. Soft node technology. Blah, blah, blah. More nerd speak. Physical cash analogy. Yeah, more nerd speak. The cons and red flags. Oh, low fees. That's not a con. That was just one of the good things I didn't mention. The cons and red flags are significance and concerns have been raised by independent analysts, particularly regarding the project's business model and transparency. A transparency issue in crypto? Yeah, I can see why you think that there shouldn't be, but a lot of times there are. Ponzi schemes allegations, multiple independent reviews, example behind MLM, had classified Tectum as a Ponzi scheme. Critics argued that the project promised up to 300% annual returns on soft note licenses funded by new investors' money rather than genuine product revenue. That would be horrible. You shouldn't do that. MLM structured project was originally structured as a multi-level marketing scheme where the affiliates earned commissions, 10% direct, residuals down 6 levels, for recruiting new investors. Well, that doesn't scream I'm about ready to scam you. Then while the company later claimed to have dropped the MLM aspect, that's probably a good move. The company? Well, a company is not decentralized. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. A company is not decentralized. A company has securities. Throwing that out there also. Lack of transparency. Key details about the company's ownership, the company, and leadership have been obscure. Yeah, and a company should not do that. The website hides executive roles until click through. Then founders like David Track have histories with other failed or fraudulent crypto MLM marketing projects such as Bitlocity. Regulatory issues. Tectum is and its parent company, Chris Fine, are not registered with major financial regulators like the SEC, despite marketing securities like investment products and global. I think you, the way you phrased this, I think you leaned into security. Are you not? You're not a layer. You're supposed to be a layer 1 or something like that. But a layer 1 would they have a company? That starts getting into some new territory there. I'm just talking out loud here. 2022 investigations. Okay, that was. I think we just mentioned that. Team turnover. This may not be a bad thing. Team turnover. The original director of mass adoption, David Track, was removed from the company in 2024. Probably a good move. The company claims to have restructured its ambassador program. Scam warnings. The project's own blog posts frequently warn users about crypto scams and imposters, which some of viewers view as a deflection tactic. Interesting. All right, summary is while Tectum boasts impressive technical claims regarding speed and unique digital cash product, the project is surrounded by significant allegations of fraud and unregistered securities offerings. Well, yeah, I can see that. History of MLM practices, discrepancy. Okay. Will it make a comeback? I like the tokenomics of it, but now I think we can understand why it's been beaten down so much from those big ass highs that it had, $50, and why it's now 50 cents, right? Could it make a comeback? Could they do anything? Well, for me, I would be. Are you not? You're the fastest blockchain. You're a layer 1, I assume, but you got no GitHub. You're not going to show me your code. And you're on ETH. How are you a faster? You're a layer 2 or something, right? And you're not telling me. Is that what it is? Because you're on Ethereum, so you're not the fastest blockchain. If you got an Ethereum contract, I'm just your link tree. I need one of these. Tectum website. Yeah, let's check. What do you look like? Just buy it now. Buy me. Buy it on Uniswap or on MEXC. Just come and buy. That's what the first thing we want you to see is buy me. Blockchain 3.0. exceeds 3.5 million now. Oh my gosh, this sounds awesome. But you got an Ethereum token. You don't even have a token listed here on. I'm just asking questions. If I go and buy you on Uniswap, is it an Ethereum contract address? Well, then why do I need Tectum? I'm just asking. If I buy it on MEXC, is it going to an Ethereum address? I'm just asking. I'm curious. I'm not trying to be right. I'm just asking some questions on this. But I can see now why you're down 50 cents and why people quit talking about you. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe they'll straighten out. But damn, that was a wild ride for Tectum. Chart-wise. Oh, hell, we didn't even go there to look at Tectum. We went there to look at Drift. Drift, what happened to you? You're the one that kind of... Technically, I like the tokenomics on Tectum, but damn. We'll have to look into it a little bit more. Drift, what's up with you, man? Drift Protocol. 19 people hanging out. $30 million market cap. 1 billion tokens. And you're the one that was... I thought you went higher than that on our charts. You're 4 cents now, 5 cents now. We see you up to 175 on this chart. Solana. You're a decentralized exchange, a DEX. Offering on-chain deposits. Well, let's do the same thing over here. Hey. Pros and cons. Or Drift. Any good or bad news? Let's see what it says about Drift over here. It's a $30 billion market cap. You got a GitHub. That's cool. Before analyzing the pros and cons, it's vital to address the most significant recent developments. Drift Protocol suffered a massive $295 million exploit on April 1st of 2026, attributed to North Korea-backed hacking group. The protocol is currently in recovery phase, having outlined a plan to issue tokenized claims and fund a recovery pool to make users whole. The token price has reflected this event, dropping significantly and hitting all-time low before a recovery plan was announced. Okay, well, you got hit, my friends, and that's the thing to be concerned about with DeFi. I've mentioned this before, and if you do mess with DeFi, I'm not in deep with DeFi as I used to be. Besides them damn pools and putting them over there, they always seem to like, oh, where'd the hell the money go then? Oh, well, I got a bunch of this token, but what I was supposed to balance out, what the hell just happened there, mister? I could have just bought this shit. Now what am I supposed to do with this? Oh, you want me to add more money in and what? I could have done this on spot. All right. I don't know, just me talking out loud again. Drift Protocol. Did we just close our thing over here? So it had an exploit. My point was that we got AI, and you got AI with hackers, and you think about the history of crypto. What happens? Copycats happen in crypto all the time. Whatever's hot, somebody copies it. Maybe they put it on a different chain. They copy the source code. It can be sloppy. I predict a hell of a lot of exploits will be found in the crypto DeFi space and on all these, a lot of these other coins that are built on some of these layer ones and stuff. And especially the ones that have been copycatted, those are going to be the worst things. Sloppy. You got people that aren't really developers. All they got to do is copy and paste, put a GitHub, and learn the basics. And then eventually you get AI that's going to find every damn exploit and lazy developer skill out there. Or maybe they use earlier versions of ChatGPT to draw up their new coin idea. And now you got this Claude, the Mythos, or whatever the next thing comes, and it's like, yeah, see how stupid. Because a lot of times we look at Grok, I look at Grok and say, Yeah, your recent versions were pretty damn stupid, Grok. I'm just saying. Yeah, one was a real kiss ass. Everything was just a big kiss ass. But I mean, it changes over time. There will be exploits found. I'm just telling you. May even come into wallet keys and things like that. Yeah, but gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. And definitely be careful what you allow to be drifted out here. Sometimes something's going to get smart enough to back-ass engineer its way into a Satoshi's wallet. That could create a problem for the market, couldn't it? That would suck. The day the Bitcoin died. All right, so let's take a look at, that was drift, right? So there was the next one on drift. So that explains why this is 5 cents now, right? Okay. Maybe she's trying, maybe. I was going to jump right in, wasn't I? All right, so we looked at Aptos, looked at drift. We got 17 people. Losing some people over here. How long have we been going? An hour and 35. It's about time to wrap it up. I'm going to get through these coins, and then I'm going to take a look at gold and oil, take a look at Jupiter, and then hype will be next. Jupiter, baby. I kind of like you round and bottom over here. What you got going on? What are you saying? This is on the daily? You got a golden cross trying to happen over here on the daily? I hope you get that. That would be amazing. Are you losing a trend line? Oh no, don't lose the trend line. So I was looking at this area over here, 26. It got up to 27, a whole penny above it, and came down. Oh man. That was our higher high areas over here for both of these guys. That's good. Looking for a higher low. Bear trap idea. We pointed that out. Loved that. And look what happened afterward. That's why we like bear trap ideas. Sometimes that happens. Right now, you're still flirting with this trend line again. Boy, I hope this blue line crosses that yellow, and that would give us a nice little bump up. Try to test this area again. That would be cool. We're at 19 cents right now. Retesting the little bottom pattern down here, the booby pattern down here with the neckline. Retesting the old cleavage area. All through here. 618 fib. I think did we look at this the other day? Might have looked at it over here. It's trying to hold that 618. I think it's got a chance to. If not, maybe 17, 18 cents, retesting this 100 moving average area, going a little bit deeper. I don't want to see that. I also don't want to see a lower high either. If we make a lower high, say if we go up like 23, 24 cents or something, and then roll over, then I'll be looking somewhere around retesting about 16, 15, 16 cents. If that happens, I'll be looking out for it. We'll have to break a trend line before whatever happens, but a lower low would not be good. Best scenario is a 1-to-1 move that will take us over here at about 30 cents. That would be the most hopeful move, and then we're trying to do something parabolic. And moving average just kind of says yes, maybe we will. So we gotta be cautious on this one right now. But there might be a nice little entry here on the come down to the 4 hour. Look at you on the 4 hour. This is cool. So we talked about that golden cross, the blue line and the yellow line. Like it's trying to do a U-turn over here. If we can get one more push up, maybe it won't have to roll over and not do this. Maybe we'll get that U-turn and we can come out of this, right? Should be a little flush out area over here. So this is a good place to, I mean, if you believe that this trend line is going to hold and the fib support will hold, got faith in it, this is definitely a good time to try to play this guy. Just know that you may come down to 18, 17, 18 cents on a nasty move, and it might just be all happy after that. You see the moving averages, right? And they're in a nice position. They're bullish. Just recently flipped totally bullish over here. And we could come down to those 17 cent areas before we bounce back up. But, you know, hey, what's a few pennies between friends? This one's still an accumulation zone. Ribbon flip. Yes, wherever she comes down, just leave some room for it. And build a back of this little guy if this is your shtick. It's giving you an opportunity here. Good ass coffee. Oh my goodness. 21 people hanging out with the turkey. I'm going to come over to the chat and see what we're talking about. I plan on taking a look at hype next, but let me see what you guys are chatting about. Good ass gummies. I need a new sponsor. Oh, I forgot to eat my gummy. You guys got gummies? I don't have a gummy. It was doing well, then it got hacked, says PMO. Uh-oh, I missed something. We got a lot of retracted messages right there. I wonder if Lady USD will crash until October. I hope not. Damian Wynn says, good evening. Seems like your show became the last show of my night. Hey, thank you for being here, Damian Wentz. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. When I'm on my yacht and in my Lambo, I like to listen to Road Dog crypto music. Thank you, Ave. I appreciate that. That's a lot of retracted messages, Rose. I don't mind it. I don't completely understand it, but you do you, baby. I like you. Pimmers and Dreamer. My wallet's a spaceship. All right. All right, so we'll put ladies on the list too, Anita. I'm not forgotten. It is dropping, though. We're looking at that next little level down. It looks like it might be trying to get there. You guys interested in seeing a new commercial? I've been meaning to set this thing up, and I just forgot to do it. See if we can get our stream deck up here. Can I do it? I want to swap out one of these little guys. Looks like we got rid of... Oh, no, that one right here. Oh, no, I've got to add you to something else, don't I? Or can I? Oh, I can add a lot, though, can't I? Right? Was it this one? Oh, I can get... Yeah. I hope that worked. No fancy plans, just a spark I couldn't put out. They laughed when I bought in. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Just giving you a time to sit back and relax. We'll get back to the charts very shortly. Just listening to some of the music over here. Trying to see how many people tune in and drop out. Where are they? I think you're over here. Alright, I may have to do this later at some other time. No, I think you're... Oh, gosh darn it. Chili's, you're pissing me off. Chili's is doing its thing again over here.
Tired of normie girls who don't understand your portfolio? Download Bag Widow, the dating app for women who know what it means as famed trade since 2021, because she's already suffered enough.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I've been
chronic bear market depression. Try new hopium inhaler. One puff at you relief. Buy this is the bottom again. Copium addiction and telling your wife, trust the plan. Tired of normie girls who don't understand your portfolio?
We do silly
Download
stuff
Bag
here.
Widow, the dating app for women who
you?
know what it means as famed trade since 2021, because she's already suffered enough. It'll go back up. Chronic bear market depression. Try new opium inhaler. One puff at you relief.
Right?
Buy this is the bottom
Nobody
again.
will be able to hear
Copium
you.
addiction and telling your wife, trust the plan. Tired of normie girls who don't
man,
understand your
you
portfolio?
may be.
Download Bag Widow, the dating app for women who know what it means as famed trade since
Well,
2021,
let's see if it works.
because she's already suffered enough. It'll go back.
She
up.
gets house, I
Chronic bear market depression.
Well, that's
Try
not
new
it.
opium inhaler. One puff at you relief. Buy this is the bottom again.
Objection.
Copium
He didn't
addiction and telling your
All
wife,
right, well,
trust
I'll
the plan.
do this at some other time.
Tired of normie girls
What
who
the
don't
hell is
understand
it
your
back
portfolio?
here? What's going on
Download
right behind
Bag
my
Widow,
screen?
the
What's
dating
going
app
on
for
over
women
here?
who know what it means as famed trade since 2021.
Something
because
is
she's
not
already
happening
suffered
right.
enough.
I got something crazy going on.
It'll go back
Let me move this out of the way.
Chronic bear market depression. Try new
Well, no,
opium
not
inhaler.
here.
One puff at you relief. Buy this is the bottom again.
All right,
Copium
we're getting back to the show.
addiction
I
and telling your
promise.
wife,
Let me
trust the
come over
plan.
here and undo
Tired
what
of
I just
normie girls
did.
who don't understand your portfolio?
All right, my bad. 16 people. Yeah, we lost a lot of people with that stuff here. Okay, and in the meantime, Jupiter's dropping like a rock here on the 4 hour. What are you doing at 19 cents? Are you coming down maybe? Bearish cross is over here. I really wanted to see you pull back up. 1 hour looks a little bitching over here. All right, we're going to take a look at hype. Hopefully the people are still around looking at hype. If not, they'll have to rewind. Possibly bearish retest over under situation going on over here. This is usually where you got to make up your mind. Are you a bearish or are you going to take a short? This might be shorting opportunity for hype. Let's take a look. Are we in shorting? We're definitely in shorting potential over here. Is it going to take it? I mean, she hit a 113. She can definitely get a pullback. 48 is what I'm is one of the deeper retracements that would be healthy from here. But hey, man. We can come down anywhere and go back to 74. That's one idea we looked at, right? Take a look on the 4 hour to get our trend lines kind of lined up over here. I can see it pushing us down to 53 maybe. Bearish crossing the 4 hour. I think I'm ready to take me a short on hype. Hyper liquid on the futures. It's at $60. And it might go up to 65 before I get over here. So 10x is too much for me right now. Let me start out with 3x. That'll give me enough wiggle room, I hope. Oh no, I can't meet the minimum. I wanted to do it on weeks, but weeks have been acting real funky. All right, so we're in. Oh gosh, this was the good old days right back over here, was $40-something. Oh, leave that. Oh, I already took that off. I meant to take you off. Boom. What were you before? Could you be coming back? That's about 48. That's what we were kind of looking at, retesting those lines. All right, hyper liquid, and give it a little wiggle room here, and a little stop loss. We got anything going on over here that I need to take profit on? Already took a little bit of profit on this Bitcoin thing. I got a Bitcoin short going on. Is that it? There's not another one? Did I get stopped out or something? You went down a little bit. I'm taking it that I did. Bitcoin, are you dying on us? Okay, so hyper liquid, I think it's getting ready to come down. It may be a little slow at first and maybe a little turbulent, but it broke the trend line. So this is one of the areas I look at to short. 9 crossing the 21 is one of my triggers to say, oh yeah, let's do that. And we're below the 9 moving average, so we talk bad about it. I can see us coming down maybe to 48. And that's a gosh darn pretty good trading thing set up for me. Let's take a look at that little trade setup from here to there and what I just did. Let's verify it, make sure that it makes some sense. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to trade it, man. It's on a 1-to-1 if we just come down to about 54. So yeah, that sucks. I'd really have to pay off a 2-to-1 if we come down here. Where my stop is now. Now, if we continue down, I can trim this up and then I get a little bit better risk reward ratio, right? Then we start getting the 6-to-1 territory. Now I might be able to add to my trade a little bit on the way down the line. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All that bullcrap. But right now, as it stands, no, it wasn't the greatest one to enter into. At best, maybe a 2.5 or 2.3, maybe just a little over a 2-to-1 if we come down here to touch that little guy. And that would be, you have to take some patience. That's quite a big drop to ask out of this one, right? To come back down to this area. Oh, well. Well, that's what we're playing. See how that works out. Take a look over at SpaceX. We looked at this one earlier on the day stream, I believe, and I kind of liked it. I'm not in it, but we're getting some traction over here, right? All right. I swear, what is going on with this computer and this mouse? Okay, it's the third time's a charm. There we go. Pull the fibs out. You've been holding the 0.5. That's interesting. Bearish cross. Oh man, I'm not sold on this just yet. But I can see some possibilities. Still looking at this 198. We're at 203 right now. If we do bounce from here, it's got an interesting place to go up to about 223. And that would be a one-to-one move if we're fortunate enough to get that, right? I was trying to draw this somewhere else, but somehow it got over here instead. Yeah, I think I bought it right there. Yeah, that's that one-to-one move. Could have just done that, plus the math in my head, you got a 0.5 retracement, you're looking for a 0.5. A negative 0.5 extension if you do your extensions the way I've got them done over here. Thought just thought we're going to do the teaching thing. Just going to paint that blue as a measure move. How else could you have got that? There's several different ways to get that little guy. This should do pretty good for one-to-one moves. Comes in at 100, one-to-one move. Another way to get it. Don't forget your 618 there, honey. 214. That'd be nice. Let's see if we can get a little traction. What are you looking like over here on the smaller term time frames? Are you trying to do it, or are you going to roll over and go down a little deeper? That's what I don't know about just yet, people. Well, we got to see some crosses over here. Some bullish cross at 9 over that 21. We'll feel better about it. Could be working on breaking this little not very well established trend line idea. Here's another one that might have a little bit more weight. I believe this one's got more weight right there. Support, work out of it a little bit. Resistance. I'm kind of looking at that a little bit. And that's suggesting maybe we can go back up to 211. SpaceX. Take a look at ladies. Over here real quick on the 4 hour on KuCoin. Dropping like a rock down toward this area right over here. That it would be. That's one of the areas we're looking for a possible higher low. That is our 786 Fibonacci. Yeah, baby. I think she might try to bottom out here. I would hope so. Next area down is just a little bit more. Taking it one by one over here. She was squeezing nice. Now she's starting to give up, and we're starting to look back. Could be a total double bottom over here too. We would like to see a higher low, and you want a 0.5? Honestly, it may end up coming back down here. I'm looking at the harmonics of it all, and eventually I think it might actually end up down here. That would be about another, well, it's just about 13 to 15% drop. But it'd be slow, you know, probably do all this fun stuff here on its slow journey down right there. But this is still pretty good. The moving averages did flip over here, so that means we're going to have something at some point through here to kind of pull us up. So let's see what it does here. It could be the magic spot. But even if it does, this guy could still be visited over the next month or so, right? We could still see that. So let's see what happens. Right now she's headed down, I believe, to here. That is something with a 7 and a 6 and a lot of zeros in front of it. I think 8 zeros in front of it, 765 area. We're at 8.6 right now, so another possible 5% drop trying to work out right over here. Let's take a look at gold. Haven't looked at gold. I'm going to look at it over here in TradingView. I don't have any volume to go by, but so can't use volume indicators over here. We'll just look at price action. Going to look at it on the weekly and the monthly. Let's start out with the monthly. 9 moving average down here could be support for this big parabolic move we got going on. Ichimoku Cloud still looks freaking horny as hell. Let's see, we had this guy over here. Possible measure move from where? Okay, that's out. We this was a 618, a 1618. It had to be a 1618, right? We've been all new all-time highs. Yeah, there's no wonder that that would have kicked in. So it's actually kind of cool. Went up to 55. All right, let's clear this out. Let's take what we got and work this out. Still above the 9 moving average. We still got this parabolic move going on for gold. We still got a war going on. We got the end of the world trying to happen. That means gold should do pretty good, even if she does pull back a little bit. There's a good chance that this monthly 9 moving average might hold at, what is that, $4,441 is what it's at, about $100 cheaper than what we're at. Maybe it does. If we're going to look at the old fibs, though, I'm going to go from the bottom to the toppy. And from that aspect, you see we're at the 236. Not an area that typically holds. I mean, you typically don't hold it. I think. Do we have another example of it? I mean, here's an example, right? It looks like it's going to hold. This is a good place to get your little M tops, as you can see. But from this low to that hole, we come down, bounce off of it. Oh man, we're in a parabolic move. We might be going all the way up, right? I mean, that's the sentiment and the hope, and especially after getting a big move up. And some people might be looking at the M, but they're probably not looking at it to come down this far. But it's a very similar type situation, parabolic move, not just on gold, but any damn thing, right? We move it, we break it, we come down, recollect our thoughts, and then, by golly, we did it again. Look at that. Which one are you? I've got you all filled in. Why are you that filled in? I was going to add one to it just to check it from that one. All right, so this is gold on the monthly from its local impulse from when we were down at $1,000 basically. This is October of 2015, all the way up to this little high that it did in February. We're kind of doing the same thing, and we might come back up a little bit, right? We could range out here for a minute, but ultimately, you need to chill out and at least pull back to 38, maybe lower. Where did you pull back to over here? That's a good question. Doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing, but it did a 0.5 here, and it just went batshit crazy after that, didn't it? So the major 382 and the 0.5 and the strong move, that's Charles out there anyway. 3,800 area, and it may take it months to get here. Who knows? Well, it would have. This is the monthly chart, so it might take it a while to get back down here, right? And we still in an area of support, right? We could be doing the double top, the M top, and get a nice little bounce back up to 5,000 again before we start working our way back down to 38. And that's one of the first areas I would see. If it can catch here, it could go even more ballsy, but she's done quite a bit already. I don't want to be too greedy on gold. So that's what I'm getting on the monthly. Let's take a look on the weekly here for gold. 14 people hanging out. Don't mind hearing about gold. Okay, we're maybe trying to make a double bottom kind of situation here on support, right? Maybe that'd be the hopeful situation. Enough that let's go down to the daily. See, we can take a look. Okay, that's a little hopeful. It is kind of hopeful. I mean, hopeful not as like I really think that's probably what that was hopeful. Like, let's cross our fingers and hope that's what's happening. Hopeful. But there could be a nice little double bottom forming here. We come up for a lower high and roll the hell over, or maybe we'll just continue dumping right now. Right now we're below that blue line, so I'm leaning a little bit like Ichimoku Glen. We may just continue on down and touch this guy about 43 again. Touch that 200 moving average on the daily. It didn't ask for the daily, asked for the weekly. Bearish cross over here. 50 moving average is the next moving average target we got on our system, and that's 41, right at 42. Little confluence with that idea. See what happens. What the bullish thing I would say that I'm seeing over here that might be a hint that this might hold is that 9 moving average is trying to U-turn. Price hadn't even went above it, and it already tried to turn around. They say price follows. I mean, the moving averages follow price. They do, but there's a math to it, right? You count back the 9 candles for the green one, right? So mathematically, it's saying, she ain't quite that bearish just yet. And if we can hold this area, it can mean that maybe we're getting that little scenario we're talking about coming up before we come down. Have we broken any major trend lines? I think that's the most important question to ask, and this would be the one I'm looking at. And no, it still might hold. Might be retested. 42, 43. It still might be holding. All right, let's take a look at oil on the. Let's do the same thing for oil. Take a look at it on the monthly. You didn't mention a certain one to look at, so I'll just look at, I guess, oil futures here on NSE. Oh no, well, that one's way off. We do CR crude. Well, maybe not. Where does that mean oil? Oil futures. Didn't we just try that? I would like to just try, I believe it just go with WTI. Well, look at WTI. It's the one that's hanging around. What are you right now? $94? Are you coming down? Let's take you out of the equation. Don't need you over here right now. Well, look, that was resistance, Helen. Or did we draw that afterward? Probably drew that afterward. That's probably recent. Breakout. You went up. 886 area. Not quite making it past there on the monthly. Still looking at $84 as a possible area. 50 moving average is, oh man. What's going on with these moving averages? Where's the 9? 9 is at 73. All right, you're away from the 9 moving average on the monthly. Is that says 73? But you're above the, okay. I mean, we got a green candle. We're sitting over here. Let's come to the Christmas tree. There we go. Let me see where we got the rejection over here. Still looking about that 84. I like that idea. We could get a bullish cross in the 9 over the 50 here. Around those areas. So somewhere between 80, 78, 80, lower 80s is kind of where we're going to focus on, I believe, right now. According to the monthly. Let's take a look at the weekly. It's about the same situation over here. I think we had this little box kind of pinned up over here. Here it might be a little, 73 is starting to come in a little bit heavier. I'm seeing more signs for 73. I think we might be looking for a little discount in oil. And the weekly. I think this trend line might have a good chance of getting retested over here. Over the next month. So maybe as we go through the summer and get closer to midterms, we can see oil coming down. That makes a little sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to take that guy off. I've already screwed him up. So I'm not saying somewhere between 73 and even there's still these low 80s. There's an area we might hold. 13 people hanging out with the turkey. That means we got our 2 hours in, and it's time to take a look at Bitcoin. See what's happening over here on the 6 minute before we start taking off to our end screen. Listen to the music. Still seeing the rollover here on the smaller time frames. Got deeper. She's into the pink box, into the purple box. Oh no, it's all over. Flag to the upside today didn't play out. Oh no. What are the gurus going to say tomorrow when their account is still lighter and they claim to make $1,000 every day? Still trying to look for this possible angle area of support down here, 75.3. It's hoping just a fart in the wind at the moment. We could easily keep on following people. again, we lost the 382 here. Wait a minute, let's get on the. Are you the big one? Well, let's zoom out. Let's get our bearings over here and go back over our theory. What's going on over here, Bitcoin? 382 Fibonacci. Why do you look lower over here? Let me double check my stuff. Swing low. The swing high-o. Yeah, we need to change you up, babe. So from the very bottom down to this one. Oh, you touched it on this chart. Or you're the one that I was looking at the other night, right? All right, so we might be double bottoming down here, 74,000. That could be happening. That would be cool. Next area of interest would be right down here, about 71.5. Could come into play, but let's see what happens over here. We look like we're trying to round out a little bit. There's some good bullish crosses, and then there's some that are not so, some bearish crosses, and we could be just jiving around through here. Again, the double bottom cleavage idea, we're right in cleavage territory, and I don't know how deep we're going to bury our nose into the cleavage, but if it was me, I'd go deep as I could. I'm just being honest. Motorboat it right down here to 72,000. I don't know, but 74 has a good chance of trying to hold. If that one holds, we've talked about this before, we got some nice target areas over here that could be possible if we're trying to break out of this zone, this being a retest of this area before we move on up. Ribbon flip trying to happen on the 4 hour. That's what I got. You're at a support level here on the 4 hour, which you're not going to see it on the 5-minute chart, but just a few dollars down, about 75,400. There's a possible support of a bullish flip. You come down to the 15-minute and it's not even there. You're like, oh no, we're going to free fall. Big thick Ichimoku Cloud says, don't trip out about it too much, baby. Just go along with the ride. Yeah, we're still in a downtrend, but hey man. Let's see what we do over here. So next area of interest is 75,104. Let's see if we got anything happening over here. That would be bullish. But ultimately, the $74,000 area, getting some strong support off of here would be the best scenario, one of the better scenarios for us. And my personal opinion, the 0382. Color code this, man. 9, I'm on the 3-day chart over here. 50 moving average. I just lost it. 21, 9 moving average. 9 is over the 50, bullish cross. When a green, red cloud, could find some support through here. Find ourselves coming back to try to retest 80. All right, so I'm not that freaking bearish. We're going to take this trend line, keep pushing it over. Look at it as support areas. It says, oh, maybe there's some support around here too. Let's hope that that's what we're getting over here. Things are trying to happen. And as long as we're still making higher highs and higher lows, we're still in a possible uptrend. And no need to be calling for $58,000 just yet, as long as I got some bullish crosses. As long as we're not losing the 21 moving average yet on this one, we're probably still good. That's what I got, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight as we watch it drop like a rock tonight and scare the bejesus out of everybody as we go into what I believe is Tuesday. Thank God it's not Thursday. Oh my God. We're one day away from Thursday already? I thought today was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. Happy Wednesday. I guess I'll see you on the day I get about 4 or 5 times a week. I'll see you on Thursday. Good night, everybody. Jesus loves you. Just let you know again. I would tell you that every night. Jesus loves you. Then we're going to listen to stoner music.
I hit the bowl too hard, now my wallet's floating.
Oh, you're closing that now? I haven't even checked on it. How's it doing?
Sats are doing donuts, screaming, bro, we're heading south. My ledger just grew thrusters, it's blasting through the roof.
I'm not up very much. I'm not even up a percent. Of course, I'm on 3x though. You may have went hard. You might have made a little scalper scalp. That's interesting. Well, congratulations, my man. Those are up and not down. That's what makes me feel better. Looks like it could She lost a trend line. Looks like she might just keep her little happy ass coming down. Look, we're confirming it. What was this, 15 minutes? So many different ways to look at this.
I'm floating past the moon, arguing with my own reflection. It keeps saying so the top, I keep saying nah, perfection. My private keys doing donuts, singing show tunes in the void. While my cost basis is crying in the cargo hold, unemployed. Houston, we have a problem. My portfolio's gone rogue.
Just playing around.
My wallet's a spaceship. Woo! Blasting off the couch. Sets her in the cockpit yelling, pointed to the moon. My wallet's a spaceship. I'm never coming down.
20x.
Never coming down, man. Somewhere behind the stars.
This one's got more views. This one not so much. This one not so much. This is a pretty good song though. I think it's the novelty of the intro.
I replied with a rocket emoji and we're all good in the Milky Way. My wallet's a spaceship. Woo! Blasting off the couch. Sets her in the cockpit yelling, pointed to the moon. My wallet's a spaceship. I'm never coming down.
You know, I was really starting to get into making some of these visualizers, and I was using video, like over here, and then it stopped letting me do that, and I don't know why.
My wallet's a spaceship.
And so that's why these have been static. They were supposed to have been videos, and there's videos for it, but I couldn't use it. But it's blamed it on my browser, but clearly I've made it work out for me before.
One way or another, I'm gonna rug ya. One way or another, I'm gonna rug ya. I'm gonna rug ya, rug ya, rug ya. One way or another, I'm gonna do it soon. Maybe next week, maybe this afternoon. I smile in the telegram, act like
Insatiable Hunt by Ave Medina.
sweet, ironic sneer. While I'm moving my
Classic.
bags to a fresh wallet somewhere. One way or another, I'm gonna rug ya. I'm gonna rug ya, rug ya, rug ya. One way or another, I'm taking all the liquidity. You'll be left with nothing but my apology. I post cute memes and say we're going to the moon while
That's awesome.
quietly draining the whole damn room. You think I'm your sister, you think I'm your friend, but I'm counting my exit. This is how it ends. You're sending me love, you're sending me praise. I'm sending your money to my private wallet maze. One way or another, I'm gonna rug ya. I'm gonna rug ya.
It's the link to watch this.
One way or another, I'm gone in the night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow on Thursday, I guess. Happy Thursday. It's going to be here for a few days in my world.
You can
Again.
cry in the group. I'll be on a beach
Oh, I know, I'm so damn tired.
living
Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out.
of a
Jesus loves you again.